I want to ask, how does Paperboy make it into the mayoral race? What is your upbringing up until, you decide that, I know that you wanted to run for Congress as well, but like, why that path?
That path is because they said that we couldn't do it, but you see we did. Not a daddy, but the politician, my kid.
DMX.
Hop in the water. I look like the squid. You got us on a ballot. Now we about to win. Over your head, like some overhead lighting. Giving out hugs and kisses. No, I'm not fighting. I'm spreading love. I don't care if you like it. They see my style. Also, they're biting. Dumb as like lightning. Plus, I'm enlightened. Sounding fake as a script they reciting. What happens next? Suspense is heightened. Want me in a cage like kids were biting. I'm eating good. Might get the itis. My name in their mouth like gingivitis. It's our time. You think I'm psychic. Who's like a hero? Ain't got a sidekick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm watching anime. This is amazing.
For me, I decided to run for mayor because we needed real change in a real tangible way. We needed radical voices that were going to speak out against what was going on and let folks know that change is possible. Let the establishment know that we're organized, we're creative, and we're coming for you. And to continue and expand our political movement. So for me, it's just like a bunch of stuff happening at once. And then it's like, how do you cut through the noise at this time? Politically, there's so much going on. How do you cut through the noise and have your community represented, your voices represented, and then also online, like there's so much stuff going on. How do I cut through that noise? And while folks are worried about what Meg Thee Stallion is doing or what Kylie Jenner is doing, how do I cut through that noise and make sure that they care about housing for all? Make sure that they care about like schools for our children 20 years from now. Make sure they care about our seniors.
It's
all
not
of these things.
Like I've seen this before where is it like a desperate sort of climb for the race of attention and trying to push your own brand?
For me, it's definitely about getting my own personal brand out there because they do so much to push negative stereotypes of our community. For example, if I shot 2 people today in Brooklyn, if I stabbed somebody in the deli, it would be on the news. If I had sold $2 million worth of drugs, right? I would be a top rapper. I would be on the news, a documentary about, I gave away $2 million worth of food, over $2.5 million worth of food in the last 6 months at my Love Gallery, my space, my community space and vintage store, right? That has been on the news. I'm not going to say it has been on the news, but it's not front page, big story.
It's
everybody
not viral.
Hear about it.
Yeah.
It's not viral. If I had sold $2 million worth of crack, they'd be like, oh my goodness, you're the realest in the community. You sold $2 million of crack. They make those brands popular. But when I'm helping out our seniors, when I'm helping out kids, when I'm doing visits at hospitals, that stuff, that is not cool. So for me, it's super important. Yeah, for me to get my personal brand out there to let folks know that, hey, it's cool to be doing positive things and helping folks. But 2, it's bigger than that. It's about actual change. Yeah, I interned at the House of Representatives for many Congress members when I was in high school and did a bunch of programs on Capitol Hill then. And then, in middle school, I was doing that. And then through high school, and was able to work at the Supreme Court of the United States as well.
So your politics. You've been in the game. It's not like a rapper or an artist coming out and trying to quickly grab some attention. And from what you're saying, it just seems like the self-awareness is that whether you're winning or losing, your brand is still getting out there in in that sort of attention-grabbing way still.
And a positive image as well.
Right. I mean, right now, everything, we live in a country that is based on branding. Again, I'm not a fan of American politics, which is why my goal is to transform it. I'm trying to use American politics against itself. Right now in America, they pick a person that's supposed to be perfect right? They pick a person that's supposed to be perfect. Then they choose the policies that they support. And that's how their kind of campaign goes. Whereas in other places, like France or something like that, there's more political parties, and the political parties will choose the platform. Then they'll later choose a person that helps to front that platform, but it's more about the policies and the person. Here in America, it's all about the brand. So the same way you asked me, am I running to get my brand out there? Every old white dude, white lady, the gay person, the black lady, they're all doing it to get their brand out there as well, because that's what American politics is based on. And they all have a cushy nonprofit job set up, private sector job set up, all of this stuff set up for afterwards. And they're just doing this to get their brand out there. For me, I'm actually doing it to help the community. There's no type of precedent of this being done before in the way that we've done it. You know, for them, there's a bunch of that. With somebody who's like, oh, you do it like this, and then you get a book deal, or you become a CEO at this place. For me, it is no type of, oh, after this, like, what do I, run for office, you become a famous rapper. Like, no, it's never been that, but we've kind of are creating a new lane for folks to see, hey, okay, yeah, do stuff in the community. I've thrown some of the biggest protests in New York City history, right? So it's like that gets my brand out there, but it also like puts me on police lists, puts me on FBI lists, CIA lists. It, shuts me out of conversations and of different things. So